Hey, you join me on a bright sunny day again. We're gonna do a little porch cleanup. I've got this small wooden porch here that looks terrible. We're gonna go ahead and clean that up today. We're gonna start off by pressure washing it, and then we'll go find some good stain or paint, whichever one seems to be the better deal that day, and get this thing cleaned up. Here's a close-up of before. You can see all the black mold stain stuff on it. And over here we got a bunch of growth. We're just gonna try to blast that off of it with the pressure washer and see how it turns out. Now that we've got this all pressure washed up, I'm going to take a random orbital sander and clean up some of the areas using 120 grit sandpaper first. And we'll see how that smooths it out, but it'll probably leave it a little rough. So I'll use some 220 grit to kind of go over and really clean up any of the areas that I mess up. And because this deck has been neglected for a while, some of our nails are popping up. So I grabbed a hammer to go ahead and tap some of them in. I'm not going to show you guys that and bore you with it, but I wanted to point out this hammer is smooth head. If you've never done this and just run in and grab a hammer, you might end up with one that looks like a meat cleaver or a meat tenderizer, and it's got all these little spikes in it. If you try to use that on this, you'll end up with a bunch of ugly marks from the hammer. Just to give you a quick show of what we're looking at, we're just going to try to use the sandpaper to clean up some of this type of stuff. It might not get it all, but it should smooth it out a little bit and hopefully keep from getting bad splinters and stuff. Well, we've got it all sanded down as much as I'm going to do. Just smoothed out some of the edges and got some of the worst high spots off of here. So I'm ready to start painting. I went back across and swept the porch. So it's cleaned up, it's smoothed out, we're ready to go. I'm gonna be trying one of these little rollers because it seems to fit down in there better. And hopefully I'm right with that and it'll make it go nice and easy and smooth. Here's our finished product. This is after a second coat over most of it. Got all these deck boards the second time. Still can see some of the stuff in there that's not, the stain didn't work its way into it. But overall, it looks pretty nice. Fairly good results around it. Do kind of wish I would have found a paint rather than a stain, because the paint would have filled in some of these gaps just a little bit better. But overall, I'm happy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.